Me and my big brother, and that's our boss right there. But Ovi and I, we go back to the boosters and stuff. I have to say, first of all, that Barbara Garrett was one hell of a lady.
Yes, she was.
Right?
Yes.
Unbelievable. That woman had an amazing impact on me as a cop, and I think I was a better cop because of her. I was also a better cop because of this guy. Really a better cop. The first time I met him, I didn't want anything to do with him. They put me up on telegraph. They needed some arrests or something, but all the cops were hanging around Leighton's shoes.
They used the back offices.
No,
undercover.
his daughters were all there.
Undercover.
So you know where the cops were. So I didn't want anything to do with him because I didn't want to be seen as partial to the, business people or the street people or anything else. So I tried to maintain, some independence and stuff. So I had nothing to do with him. Then Ron Nelson, best thing he ever did was get this guy, Barbara Garrett, and a few others involved with the boosters, and that really opened up the doors to cops like me that gave us access to resources that allowed us to do a lot of different things. And as a street cop, I was working one of the drug areas that Doug was talking about, and got to know the kids down there because I worked all the time, and watched them grow up. But decided I wanted to take the kids to an A's game, and it was OB and the school district and everybody else came together, and we took a group of kids to the A's game. And I think that was about the first thing I ever did, where we drew upon the resources of the boosters and did something for this group of kids in this, Bonar Street, 2200 Bonar, which was really a great play. I mean, it was. I really loved the people there.
You were the mayor of Bonar.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, was the man.
So then it continued. It continued beyond that, where I'm gonna put my storyline in the length here. It continued beyond that. We started doing a lot of other things. We did block parties with the jumpers and stuff for the kids and everything else. Then we got involved in BYA, and we were able to bring some resources in there. We had a group of Hispanic kids that hang out in Strawberry Park, and got to know them because I'd sit there at midnight and talk to them. And they, we started taking them to Golden Gloves boxing. They were into boxing. It's the one thing we had in common that I could talk to them about. And we started a boxing club at BYA along with a lot of other programs. The last ride Obi and I took together, we went down to BYA, a few weeks ago, and just went by to look at it. Another great lady that was down there was involved with us. Maybe some of you know was Celeb Bennett.
Yes.
Unbelievable. And we even tried to look her up while we were riding around down there. We did a lot of other programs. As you know, he walked fast. He wanted to do 500 things at one time, and I didn't move that fast on overtime. All right, come on. And we'd have, he was my big brother, so we didn't get along sometimes. And, he talked very, very highly of his kids all the time, and I'll get back to that in a minute. But we used to have a little thing where he'd ride around me every day. We were together, and he'd ride around in the car with me, and he'd make me upset. And, my ace in the hole was, Obi, you keep that up, I'm going to take you home. He go, oh no, Alec, I'll be good, I won't say nothing. but it went on, and we did a lot of things. I was able to go whitewater rafting with him too, and different things. Our friendship continued. I left right about the same time he did in '02. Both of us ended up going overseas. Him for a different reason, me for work. And in my time over there, I've been able to go visit Obi, throughout the years. At least twice a year, I went to visit him in Spain, and I visited him in Switzerland too. I went to Switzerland twice when I was the only one there with him. But then he liked to have people around him all the time, and I like to just hang out with him myself because that's how I learned a lot, and that's how I grew as a human being. This guy is just one amazing person, and he belongs up there with Barbara Garrett, Celeb Bennett, and a lot of others that did a lot of great things for the West Berkeley area and throughout the years. I'm sure there's other things I want to say, but I can't think of them now. But this was my big brother. I'll say one thing: my mom didn't like too many people, but my mom liked.